We continue now with the heavyweight division. First, from Mexico, here is Edgar Ramirez.
And here is Edgar Ramirez. Mexican, now based in Dallas, Texas. Fairly decent amateur experience. Boxed in the World Series of boxing, representing Team Mexico. Fought the likes of British heavyweight Joe Joyce, unbeaten German heavyweight prospect Florian Schultz, and the 2016 Rio Olympian, the Cuban Lenny Pero, now 11-0 as a pro. Last fight was 8th round, being a split decision win over Luis Pascal in Odessa, Texas, back in March, where he won the WBC Latino heavyweight title. He's a good fighter. Been guilty of being a bit lazy at times, but when he lets his hands go, he's a very good fighter to watch, but different kettle of fish here in comparison to who he's been in the ring with. Can he get a foothold in the contest? Can he get close to the impressive Andrii Novytskyi? Here is Edgar Ramirez.
And now let's welcome to the ring the undefeated defending champion from Ukraine, Andrii Rampage Novytskyi.
And here is the hard-hitting Ukrainian Andrii Novytskyi. Second year as a pro, he's been busy. It's his 14th fight tonight, so it's good to see these young fighters be busy. And look at fans over here. They've got this a 50-50 fight that surprises me, Barry.
Yeah, it does. You think Novytskyi, because we've seen his power and his accuracy, that he would be the favourite. But whether he's a flyweight or a heavyweight, when you're up against a Mexican, you're always in a battle.
That is true.
Unless it's Sergio Mora.
I can see Sergio. And that is also very true, but this man here, he's been impressive. I've said this before. He doesn't look an obvious puncher, but he obviously is, because 10 of his 13 wins have come by KO. He's very sharp, he's very accurate, he's learning on the job, but he's learning very, very quickly. He trains Andrii Novytskyi.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 10 rounds and will be for the WBC International Heavyweight Championship. Brought to you by Riyadh Season and the General Entertainment Authority, GIA. With Frank Ward for Queensberry Promotions, Bob Aaron for Top Rank Incorporated, and Sella. In association with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing, Gold Star Promotions, and Boston Boxing Promotions. Along with their great sponsors, Saudi Tourism Authority, Saudi National Bank, STC, Dr. Suleiman El Habib Medical Group, Saudi Airlines, Nuburama Development Company, Tawunia, Lucid Motors, and Altan Thieving. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Board Representatives Robin Smith and Robert W. Smith, along with the World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman, Supervisor Kevin New. Our 3 judges assigned will be David Bilo Sirkowic, Ray Danseco, and Kevin Parker. Our referee in charge will be Mark Bates. Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing black with red, white, and green, and weighed in officially at 261.1 pounds. Hailing from El Chamizal, Ecatepec, Estado de Mexico. He has a professional record of 10 wins, just 1 defeat, 1 draw, with 4 of his 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the challenger, Edgar Ramirez. And his opponent across the ring, he is a defending champion, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing a white with gold and weighed in officially at 237 pounds. Coming to us from Odessa, Ukraine, he is undefeated with 13 wins, 10 of his 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBC International Heavyweight Champion, Andrii Rampage Novytskyi.
Instructions in the dressing room, so you know what's expected. Keep your punches up, obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Good luck to you both, gents. Good.
Well, into the heavyweight division we go. For Novytskyi's WBC International Heavyweight title. It's Edgar Ramirez. First round here, like I say, in the heavyweight division. Andrii Novytskyi, Ukraine, he's been impressive. Very quick hands, very quick feet. Like what we've seen, Barry.
Yeah, no, he's been really impressive so far, he really has. And this is a real good test for him also, to see if he can fight a guy with real ambition. I know he's just come off a 10-rounder here in Novytskyi, but I think Ramirez might possibly cause him a few more problems than he's faced before, so let's see these steps up, let's see if they develop.
Yeah, that 10-round win was against Sean Lafferty this September in Massachusetts. Won every round comfortably, and you can see why Sergio, he's got quick hands, quick feet, nightmare to face.
Yeah, no, not only does he have quick feet, but he has quick hands as well. Nice snappy jab. He knows how to step back. He kind of like, I know it's high praise, but a little feeble, like when he goes 1-2 with the footwork going in and out. You know, he doesn't stay there long enough. He knows how to use his reach, foot feints.
Yeah, Ramirez, 10 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Decent fighter when he wants to be. That's why sometimes fans of his are left frustrated. He just doesn't do enough. But when he fancies the job, he's in full flow. He looks a good fighter.
He's all got the right idea here, Ramirez. No, his foot's a little bit too far out. He's sliding like he did there. Dipping over to the left and throwing that right hand over the top. He's a taller fighter, is a good idea, and even jumping into the left hook at times. Once you don't get too high. Just a little bit too far out with the feet.
Oh, big right hand there. He took that well, Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez can take a punch. He can take a punch. I mean, he's a spoiler type. You know, he's never been stopped. You know, he's beaten a handful of fighters. So, you know, facing an undefeated opponent with no losses is nothing new to him. So, Chato's one of these guys that can come in and spoil the party if Novytskyi's not careful.
Well, I mentioned his amateur pedigree, boxing in the World Series of Boxing. Lots of international competition, and he says he's never lost to a Mexican fighter in the amateurs.
Yeah, over 100 amateur fights. Compared to Novytskyi, like you said, Darren was learning on the job with only 20 amateur fights.
A good little start here from Novytskyi. Hasn't really been tainted, Ramirez, but been active with the jab, trying to get that 1-2 down the line into play. Look quite comfortable, nice and relaxed.
Yeah, everything's straight punches with Novytskyi. I like to see him, throw some hooks, to break up the monotony of just a 1-2, 1-2.
Nice sharp 1-2, taking on the gloves of Ramirez from Novytskyi. Good positive opening round. There you see the head trainer there, Novytskyi, former fighter, 19-4 as a light heavyweight. A world-rated brilliant advice he'll be getting in the gym, Novytskyi. So we've got the highlights of that first round, Barry.
Also showing he can take a really good shot. With the jab and the footwork there of Novytskyi. Ramirez trying to close the distance, but not quite having success yet.
Second round here in this 10-rounder for the WBC International Heavyweight title. Novytskyi owns. Won that 2 fights ago.
Sorry, Gav, I missed that.
First round KO against Keith Mays in July, again in Massachusetts. Ranked 33 by the WBC now.
That's what I wanted to see, a straight right hand to the body. Either jab to the body, a straight right hand to the body, and Novytskyi just did it right there. Ramirez keeps his hands up. There's a lot of torso to hit there for Ramirez. Novytskyi should take advantage of it.
When he had Ramirez up against the ropes there, I think that's the right place to have him. Force Ramirez to fire when he doesn't want to. He'll make a mistake. He might catch him coming onto one, but he's just giving away a little bit too much ground here, Novytskyi. Still controlling it, but I just thought Ramirez to be a forward motion punching fighter. He's not trying to slip and slide and close, gives him a bit of confidence.
What a great time to be a young heavyweight now, I say young, 29 years old, but when this division is looking for its next stars, the inspiration that Novytskyi can draw from his compatriot Alexander Usyk must be phenomenal.
Yeah, and also just getting on these cards, you want to get on these cards and then you have to impress because you want to be on the next one. We've seen how we fighters before, they benefit from a good display in defeat and victory, not just in victory. So you have to, this is your time to shine.
Novytskyi turned southpaw there temporarily, trying to give Ramirez a different look. Ramirez, he's a tough fighter, never been stopped. And the thing about Novytskyi, does keep that lead left hand down. He keeps his chin in the air a little bit too much. But that's what happens when you have so much height and reach advantage. You take that for granted.
And that's what I was saying about in the last round for Ramirez, to get the words out. If he slips in close, he slips down to the left and throws that right hand over the top, you can disguise that shot, and it's a weapon where Novytskyi might be susceptible to.
But he fancies this one. Ramirez on the front foot, he's creeping forward. Nice little counter right hand there, nothing in the shot, but finding his accuracy, finding the distance with the shot.
Right now, serve Ramirez as well, just to aim at the chest, at the jab. Don't even think about the head. Just break them down, throw those jabs downstairs, then you can loop over the shots that you're talking about. You got to trick your opponent to those shots. Bend down, make them think you're going to throw another body shot, then you come over the top.
And also, single shots are not going to work here for Ramirez. He has to throw in combinations. It takes it so hard for him to get close to the target that when he does get that foot close, he needs to make the most of that opportunity.
Well, another round in the bag there. Ramirez starting to get closer, but let's throw down to Ale Oladipo, who's with the victor of our first contest here, Mohamed Ali.
Vamos a trabajarlo más desde el centro, ¿vale? Vamos a trabajar el centro para poder...
I really appreciate it.
Boys on commentary was saying this was a much better performance, more polished than your performance last time. Did you feel like you were doing better work in life?
I mean, I felt less pressure. Doing it the first time. It was a lot.
I have worked about 6 rounds as well, 4 rounds last time out. The engine looked really good. And you had him as well a couple of times. And you disappointed you didn't get the stoppage or asked me to go full 6. Well done. When will I see you at next? Fingers crossed, February. Well done. Congratulations.
That was the victor in our first contest, Muhammad Ali Kill, and what an opportunity that would be to fight on that mega card, February 22nd, brought to you again by home of Global Boxing, The Zone. Back to this one, third round, Andrii Novytskyi versus Edgar Ramirez in the heavyweight division for Novytski's WBC international title. I mentioned the one defeat on Ramirez's record. In his second bout, he lost a unanimous 4-round decision. Future fringe contender Johnny Rice, that was in June 2016.
There's that looping shot that Ramirez is looking for against a taller opponent, but it's not going to land against Novytskyi unless he starts throwing shots downstairs. You got to start poking the jab or the right hand, throw it downstairs to the belly area, then that opens up for taller fighters. You make them fall for that.
And throw it like you mean it. It's a little bit laboured, isn't it, with the work? Get some speed into the shot.
Not only that, but foot feint. You know, you can fake that shot as well. You get your opponent to react and fight even though you're not throwing it. Whenever you just body, you're coming forward, and every punch that you throw is the truth. You're not lying to your opponent.
Good there from Novytskyi, that little fake with the right hand, snapping left up, but he got himself out of trouble. Little pivot, back into the centre of the ring.
Yeah, that was better, wasn't it? Moving to the centre of the ring, just allowing space behind, and just at times needlessly getting bullied by Ramirez, again creeping forward.
I just always say, when you're a tall guy like that with a good jab, you know, if you step behind it and you push him back, you should be the bully if you're the bigger guy. But you're allowed to get your punches off, so when you can do that, going forward, there's no more weight in the shot.
Nice, he landed that lovely left to the body, that was good. After the 1-2, looking for the shot again, just missing with that shot the second time round. Nice jab from Ramirez in reply.
Just needs a bit of that jab, a little flicker from the waist sometimes, then step behind it. A little bit more here, Novytskyi.
Ramirez is closing the distance a little bit better this round, but he's not throwing enough to where he can actually get respect of Novytskyi, or maybe even win this round. You got to start throwing a little bit more if you're closing that distance. Even if it's the body, just throw it the shoulders and the forearms and the body. That way you stop your opponent from moving, and then you can set up the loops and shots over the top.
Because it looks like he has no respect for Novytskyi's power, which means you can go at him, and you can be a little bit more adventurous, a bit braver. And certainly let your hands go.
Yeah, looking for the right hand over the top there, Ramirez, to finish this third round. Oh, just missing with the right uppercut, Novytskyi. We have seen some brilliant shows in this arena. The main event coming your way tonight is arguably more special. Of Ramirez there, the girl, and Sarah, the assistant. Just
normando, no es que se cansó, lo estás normando.
¿Vale?
Entonces, mermarlo, ya no va a salir como siempre. Entonces, venga, ya la última plancha, ten cuidado con ese recto, solo ten cuidado con ese recto. Gánale, bloqueale el golpe, ¿vale? ¿Qué tienes? Esa mano.
Every time you take it punching, you're getting tired also. So he needs to make an impression here, Ramirez.
Not only that, but maybe he's not in the best of shape either. He looks a little soft, and you know he is missing punches. You can see, you know, his belly area coming out of the shorts right there. That he's not in great shape.
Well, we've all had that, Sergio.
Maybe right now.
I feel like saying to you, Sergio, pot kettle. Yeah, just holding his ground a little bit more here. Novytskyi, nice right to the body, beautiful shot.
I like that right hand to the body. That's the second time that Novytski's thrown it down there. And even though Ramirez is soft down there, that's going to open up the headshot. But you got to do it responsibly, which Novytskyi did. He bent his knees, made himself a smaller target.
Yeah, more variation in this fourth round from Novytskyi. Just changing the levels with the shots. Just going wide with the left hook there. Tucks up well upstairs though, doesn't he, Ramirez?
But he has Novytskyi in the shot.
That was a nice short left hook inside from Ramirez. Just bangs his gloves together. He fancies this now.
And so he should have, because he had Novytskyi where he wanted him. I thought he was going to let him off the hook again, but at least he committed to an attack. And no, with that success, you should build off that now. Have a bit more confidence in your offense.
Yeah, more confidence, more jabs, even if it's to the chest. Double the jabs.
Just get you close, eh?
Work your way in, then you can loop the shots and hit him anywhere. You can hit Rampage anywhere. You know, he's going to stay still. That's when you can actually take advantage of Novytski's height.
Ramirez just back in. Novytskyi in the red corner just for a split second. Didn't manage to get any shots off, but again, the pressure evident, coming forward, having a bit more success in this fourth round.
Got to be more on that jab there for Novytskyi. Just touch him with that. That's the recipe for an invitation, I see, for something just to throw that right hand over the top.
You know, I talk about Novytskyi, what opportunity for him in this division, looking for next start, but a win here for Ramirez. What does that do for his career?
Anyone on the card, you know, you're here to impress. That's why, you know, in the first fight, even journeymen will maybe have a little bit of a pop to want to come back, have a little bit of make more of an effort than usual.
It's managed by Edgar Ramirez, who is ringside. I can see him just sat next to Frank Warren. He helps out with Usyk, Lomachenko, Kovalev, the World Championships. Well looked after in the corner, as mentioned. So he's got a good team around him, but learning on the job and certainly learning here against a tough game, rugged Edgar Ramirez.
It's a better run for Ramirez. You know, Novytskyi wasn't really trying to penetrate those gloves. He's just punching at the gloves, moving laterally, but didn't really penetrate and land anything big.
Dámelo, por favor. Pero, ¿qué hay que hacer? Hay que mantener la calma, pues, porque está buscando con la derecha, ¿va? Entonces, dentro de ese upper, ya lo trabajamos. ¿Quieres agua? Ya lo trabajamos. Ese upper hay que bloquearlo. Es lo único que tiene de respuesta, ¿vale? Ese upper es lo único que tiene de respuesta. ¿Cómo te sientes? Ya está mermado. Ya está pegado todo.
He got Novytskyi in the corner when he wanted him. Let's go. And from that, then he built a little bit on it. He had more success, more belief in his work. There was a lot of his hands for us, but he just committed to the shot. When you commit to a shot, you get a bit more speed and more snap. To get around, for him, he could build on that.
Yeah, let's see if Edgar Ramirez can build on that impressive, well, better fourth round, let's say, in this fifth here. If I was to ask you the question, Barry, I mentioned Ramirez having to up the tempo. Would you like to see Novytskyi just throw a bit more?
Yeah, I think he's just doing enough here, Novytskyi. I think he can be more active with the work, certainly stronger with the jab, and try and push Ramirez back. See what he's like when he has to move back. Take away his confidence, though. Just touch him with the punches a little bit here, Novytskyi. It's enough to win in the rounds, of course, but it's not really putting Ramirez in his place.
Like I say, into the fifth round now, and 9 of the 10 stoppages on Novytskyi's record have come within 3 rounds, so as the fights progress, less likely to get the finish. It does look that way here. Ramirez looking solid. Just biding this time. Nice right hand to the body from the Mexican, now based in Dallas, Texas.
And Novytskyi, even though he's fighting a tough Mexican, Ramirez, he's been active. I mean, this is his 6th fight in 2024. When you're that active, you're that strong, you're that tall, you know, you should be going through guys like this, like Ramirez. No matter how tough they are, you find a way to break them down.
Yeah, good work with that left hand again as he gets close Ramirez, just doubling up with a kind of jab come left hook.
Yeah, I like the fact that Ramirez is punching on the break. You know, you got to do whatever it takes to upset and frustrate a fighter like Novytskyi. And if the referee's not warning you, you got to keep doing what you can get away with.
A little tall Barry Novytskyi, but he's under pressure. Needs to be careful of that.
There's a little bit too much stalking in this round, on the punching here from Ramirez. He would have built a little bit more after that last round. He had a little bit of success.
That's what I say when I use the word frustration with Ramirez. Seeing him in the past, yes, he has plenty of wins, but you always feel like he can do more, and you're getting that impression in this contest here.
Arguably, you can say that about the both, to be honest.
You would like to think here if Novytskyi wants to go through the gears, he could have a real chance of putting a dent in Ramirez. I think that would be his kryptonite, but he's just keeping it simple here. 2s, 3s at most, and moving his feet.
Not only that, but he's not really putting power behind the punches. He's touching the gloves of Ramirez because he's respecting the power of what's coming back from Ramirez, the counters. That's the reason he's not throwing that much power anymore, and Ramirez is actually getting confidence coming forward.
He is landing that left hand again. Look at that cupping right hand over the left arm of Novytskyi.
Which is round good? 6.
Good work.
Good work.
No, arriba, seguro.
When you move, he comes.
Vámonos a manos rectas, papá. Manos rectas.
More proactive rather than reactive. And pushing through that right hand. Pushing Ramirez back.
Let's replay from that 5th round.
Look, Ramirez doesn't really react cleanly. That shot went through right there, but that's his fight right there. Making a little bit messy, making a little bit sloppy. Novytskyi, of course, wants to keep it polished at the end of the punch, but you can see that he's uncomfortable. He doesn't like a dirty fight. He likes being in control. Ramirez should take that away from him. That was a round Ramirez could have won, maybe won, but Novytskyi, you know, controlled the majority of it.
A look at your scorecard, Sergio. 3 rounds ahead for Novytskyi. Sticking by that card.
The last round, it could have went either way. It could have went either way because Ramirez started a little bit decently, and Novytskyi kind of controlled it a little bit more. Not enough punches from Ramirez, even if it's to the body. You know, I'll give him credit for body shots where he's trying to push the fight. But whenever you have someone on his toes, bouncing, you know, jabbing, moving around laterally, you know, controlling the ring, you know, you have to give Novytskyi credit for that.
Again, looking to hold his feet a little more, Novytskyi. That's a good work to the body, straight right and another left.
There you go. That's what I want to see more from Ramirez.
You can double jab here, Novytskyi. Puts a bit more speed in that punch. You can double jab, tap and push with the shot, or tap and step.
He spars predominantly Novytskyi with fellow Ukrainian, actually taller than him. He's 6'8", Serhai Solduku. 6'1", as a pro at the minute. So polar opposite to the physique and size of Ramirez.
Again, Ramirez is there. He could feint or he could dip his legs. He could do something. He's got his feet close enough to throw.
Good body shot.
Oh, that was a good right to the body. Solid shot. He took it well, Novytskyi.
Yeah, he did.
A little lazy, wasn't he, with his elbows. Didn't have them tucked in, and you see that as he moved to his left-hand side, Novytskyi.
Ramirez should keep throwing that shot to the body. That one landed pretty cleanly. Even the next one, see that? It's too soon to be throwing that overhead. That would land if he keeps throwing those body shots. If Ramirez keeps throwing the shot to the body, that's going to lower the arms. It's going to force Novytskyi to start lowering the guard and blocking with his forearms.
No sense of urgency from Novytskyi, just doing more of the same, moving, tapping out the jab, the right hand.
And it's enough.
It's enough, you're right.
But he could do more. And he'll know he can do more. I know you don't want to make any silly mistakes, take any silly risks. But you know, you can be a little bit more forceful because you have that reach and that height, you know, to be a little bit more adventurous.
If there was any platform to do it on any show, it would be on an evening like this. But winning the fight, can Ramirez respond? Can he get closer? Can he get busier? He won't when he's loaded up with shots like that. That gives Novytskyi the opportunity to counter, which he does. That's good, brother. Well, let's hand over to Emily Austin, who's with promoter and pundit.
Here with Eddie Hearn, Diego Pacheco, Dalton Smith, January 25th. Tell us why this is a groundbreaking fight.
Yeah, it's something a bit different to kick off the year. 2 shows one night. The global vision of design. Of course, starting in Nottingham. Domestic fight, Conor Walker against Harry Scarford-British. World Championship as well. And then over to Las Vegas. Diego Pacheco against Steve Nelson. Tito Mercado against Pedraza. Big step up by Andy Cruz. All on one night, all on one broadcast.
He should do that for a living, Eddie Hearn. Not bad, eh?
Not really, Darren. We'd all be on the job.
Yeah, some dates to look forward to there. Home of Boxing The Zone. Back to this one, 7th round. Andrii Novytskyi versus Edgar Ramirez, and we're still kind of waiting for someone to grab this fight by the scruff of the neck. Novytskyi doing enough, he's moving, he's frustrating Ramirez at times. It's the first time we've really, Barry, seen him try and push Ramirez back.
Yeah, he's going to just keep him there now, but I mean, you don't have to close the distance. You can do it behind the long punches. Just steal that space a little bit more. Only small steps, and just push him back if you can.
Give Ramirez the last round, Sergio. That tightens things up. 3-round fight. 2-round fight, beg your pardon.
Yeah, Ramirez is getting confidence because now he's throwing those body shots. That right hand to the body, threw it straight, threw it around the guard, a hook, and that's actually cutting off the distance and making it more confidence in Ramirez to start just letting his hand go like that.
Yeah, nice right hand over the top there from Ramirez. No real power in the shot, but finding the target. Just starting to up the tempo, isn't he, Sergio?
It doesn't matter. It's because of right hands. Now it's the fact that Novytskyi has to respect those body shots. Now he doesn't know if they're coming over the top or to the gut.
Just a little bit of a bounce to his step here, Novytskyi. Just whether we start to feel the pace a little bit here. It hasn't been a fast pace. Just whether he's lagging.
Jab, stiff jab from Novytskyi. Again, just backed into that red corner of his.
Right, he's in the centre of the ring. This is it now. Use the jab. Little weight behind, little step when you throw the jab. Just put Ramirez back in that corner.
Right to the body. You've been calling for those shots, Sergio.
Yeah, you know what? Novytskyi's not liking those shots. Notice how those arms are dropping lower and lower, which is going to open up the head shots. And Ramirez knows that.
With the right against the body, just moving and exiting to his right. Novytskyi missing the left hook of Ramirez.
Ramirez doesn't have the foot speed to close the distance and keep up with Novytskyi, so he has to catch Novytskyi getting lazy with that left hand. Being a little careless or maybe staying against the ropes a little bit too long. That's when Ramirez can start letting his hands go.
Yeah, a bit more positive on the front foot, Novytskyi, but it's more of the same again. The tempo yet to be increased. Nice work with the right hand from Novytskyi, but he lands one of his own, Ramirez. See a bit of a reaction there, I think, Barry, from Novytskyi.
Yeah, he took that right hand there. I don't know his legs wobbled just a little bit. Not a lot. He
enemistadnos, ¿vale? Ya no estés jugando al tú por tú. Ve encontrándole los fallos, ¿vale? Ve encontrarle todos los fallos que tenga y vamos a ir de frente a él. No es necesario que tengas a la plancha con esta tecnología. El ojo, sí, ya lo digo. Vamos a trabajar tranquilos, ¿vale? Vamos a trabajar caminándolo y encontrándolo. Trata de marcarlo más hacia los brazos, trata de entrar por dentro y lo abres hacia la cabeza, ¿vale? Ya nos vamos, atento.
Finish with the front lever. Novytskyi looked a little bit hurt at the end of that round.
Yeah, I agree. There did seem to be a reaction from Novytskyi when he was caught with that shot at the end of that last round. You can see straight on the front foot again, Ramirez, but a bit more urgency from the Mexican. Keeping that right hand over the top.
Just missed with that right hand over the top, and that's because of those body shots that Ramirez has been investing in. I gave him the last 2 rounds. I think Ramirez is coming forward. You know, he's landing the cleaner shots, even though Novytskyi is bouncing on his toes, keeping him on the outside. He's just not doing enough to keep Ramirez off, and Ramirez is taking full advantage of it.
And he must know that, right? He must know that this is a close fight. All to fight for here. 3 rounds. Still, who can find that tempo? Another good right hand to the body, Sergio.
And you can look for Ramirez to loop it over the top again. It's real simple. Nothing fancy with Edgar Ramirez. He throws a couple up downstairs, and then he wants to catch you over the top, just like he did in the last 2 punches.
If he can just go again. Find the energy just to go again, just keep twisting the screw, maintaining the pressure there on Novytskyi.
And this is the thing about Ramirez, you know, taking these quiet rounds. It's not that he's doing so much, it's Novytskyi's not doing enough.
Well, Andy Lee is watching this fight, and he's seen something. Let's have a word with Andy.
Yeah, guys, I think you've hit the nail on the head. It's just the warning signs from Novytskyi were there pretty early. I'm not sure if he has a lack of power, but he's definitely not throwing any shots with any power. You know, trying to discourage Ramirez from coming in like this. Like Barry said, a good, strong, stiff jab. Look at that jab. It's Ramirez who's actually throwing the more significant punches here. Even though he doesn't have the volume, but he's landing the more significant punches. And I hope it's being recognized by the judges here. But it's real lack of imagination from Novytskyi, a real lack of power. And you're on the biggest stage of your career and you want to impress. He's not really doing that for me tonight.
Yeah, tend to agree with Andy there. It's a little London sparring from Novytskyi.
Look at that jab, and he's right, Andy, and that's the case in point. Look at the jab so weak. He's just walking up to it now, Ramirez.
And I'll tell you what, guys, when Andy was talking, Ramirez caught Novytskyi with a nice right hand and to the body. Novytskyi hasn't thrown a shot since then. That hurt. I think that hurt or caught the attention of Novytskyi.
Yeah, there was another right hand upstairs from Ramirez.
It was a straight right hand that Ramirez landed, and it landed cleanly. Nothing blocked it. I think that really hurt Novytskyi because he dropped that left hand. He's not even bothering to pick that up. He's actually recovering from that punch, I believe.
Oh, another round where tough one to score. Has that leveled? Leveled it up on Sergio Mora's scorecard. We'll find out later on. 2 rounds to go here in this heavyweight contest for the WBC International title. Looking around here in the venue, people start to take their seats.
Here's that right I'm talking about, guys. Look, he landed upstairs with a nice little shot that Novytskyi blocked, but it was a right hand right to the gut that I thought caught the attention and actually opened all this up.
Entonces hay que estar pendientes a esta recta, ¿vale? Haciendo buen trabajo. Vamos por el país. Vamos a darle candela, hermano. Vamos a darle candela, güey. ¿Va? Bájalo. Al 9.
9th round here, the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Second fight of the night.
Andrii Novytskyi versus Edgar Ramirez, and it's a close fight. Waiting a bit too much here.
Yeah, but I like this on Novytskyi. Get a bit of rhythm to his work. Might be able to get some cruising on shots. There you go, a bit of a whipping up again. But if Ramirez can keep him where he is, keep slipping and throwing shots all the time, rolling forward, it might be his fight to win.
You think they think it's a close fight in Novytski's corner?
Yeah, I think they would have thought he was a street ahead in the early rounds, but they must have realised the work rate has slowed down, and certainly once he had a couple of rounds of success there, Ramirez, he's really pushed on, and the momentum has swung in his favour.
Yeah, that's the way I've seen it. And the fact that Novytskyi hasn't really thrown a lot of punches with power that have penetrated the guard of Ramirez. He's just touching the gloves. Good shots like that. That's a good shot down to the body, but too far in between.
Yeah, you feel like there's an opportunity there. He lands 3 shots. He could have gone again, but opts not to.
Be busy in this round though, Novytskyi, and good shot there from him.
Again, just came tall. Sergio just missed the right hand, the big looping right hand from Ramirez.
Yeah, but right now it's still Novytskyi, controlling distance, controlling the range, not standing in front of Ramirez too long for him to do what he has been doing in close rounds. He's landing a few shots that are eye-catching, either to the body up to the head, enough to maybe sway the judges and give him the round.
He's got the shots in his arsenal. Novytskyi puts them together well. And again, we've said this numerous times, he's learning on the job. Amateur experience, only his 14th fight for Barry, so a tough opponent like Ramirez, you're going to learn bundles.
You certainly are, for both really, but I mean, Ramirez has gone back to like he was in the early rounds. Stalking, and not really letting his hands go.
Yeah, Novytskyi went back to being in control. Nice shots behind the jab. He got 2 good body shots. Novytskyi's going back to, cruise control, keeping that distance, moving around the ring. Ramirez is not doing enough like he was in the last few rounds where he was having success with the looping shots and the body shots.
Yeah, just missing with the right hand when it was taken on the gloves of Ramirez. Right from Novytskyi, just leaning back and looking for that right uppercut. Just 9 rounds done here, 1 to go.
Último round, chato. Último round.
Novytskyi in that red corner.
Vamos a tratar, hemos hecho una buena pelea, pero vamos a tratar de...
Slowly, Lutsenko.
Nice right hand right there. And that's what I see with Novytskyi. He keeps his head in the exact same place. Doesn't bend his knees, doesn't chin down, and with that hand out, it makes it easier for that looping shot to land. When he's punching, Novytskyi's in charge. His footwork, he keeps the range, the 1-2 fight. Take advantage of that with looping shots and body shots.
Last round here in this heavyweight contest for the WBC International title. Edgar Ramirez in the blue corner. Mexican now fighting out of Dallas, Texas. Ukraine's Andrii Novytskyi now based in the US. Getting back down to work with that jab. Lots of feints. Gliding in and out of range. Making Ramirez feel short. And this is the tempo, this is the aggression I think we all wanted to see from Novytskyi.
Yeah, but I think also Ramirez should really push on now. If you've got any energy left in the tank, just really put the pressure here on Novytskyi. Make him work for this round.
Yeah, but Novytskyi knows this is the last round, so now he has that pep in his step again. He's throwing a little more pop in the shot, and you can see Ramirez is frustrated now. He went back to how he started on Novytskyi.
Well, you can see the finishing line now, can't you? That's why you get that second win.
You get that adrenaline rush.
Nice straight shots.
Ramirez had his moments, but he was definitely outgunned. but he did enough to get the respect of Novytskyi.
Oh, that was nice work through the right hand, left to the body. Just taking the sting out of the shots and letting them flow and more relaxed rhythm to the work from Novytskyi.
And a good sweeping right hand there as well, Novytskyi. Ramirez took it well, though, and tried to buy it back.
And this is all calm. I think this good work just from Novytskyi being more positive. Nice right to the body again, that straight right has worked for Ramirez, but he struggled to build from that. Every time he's looked to go upstairs with the shots, he's missed. Novytskyi's just leant back. That's a nice counter right hand. Boxing nicely, the Ukrainian in this 10th round.
Just turned the shoulder there, didn't he, into that shot. Little lean back, come back with that straight right hand.
Yeah, Novytskyi's comfortable now. You got the speed and the power and the range of Ramirez, and nothing to fear. He knows it's the last round, but he's rolling with the shots now because he's comfortable now. He's blocking him with the shoulders, coming back with the same punch. He's flowing nicely, Novytskyi.
He looks frustrated, Ramirez. Really, really good work. Good work with the feet again. Novytskyi showing us what class he does have in this final round.
And just punching long and then moving. That's all he's doing here.
Covering up well, taking that left hook from Ramirez.
Ramirez just following around Novytskyi now. He's not even trying to break the distance with jabs or right hands to the body. Now he's just following. He gets out that he's tired, he's tired. Novytskyi knows that. Finish strong.
Well, last few seconds here of a second fight, the first title fight of the evening. Novytskyi, I feel, has done enough there to beat Edgar Ramirez, who just struggled to get going, get any tempo going. There was a couple of rounds in the middle there where you felt he may have got a grip in the fight, but not enough for me.
Yeah, Ramirez just couldn't maintain it.
Well, coming soon on DAZN, Dalton Smith will fight Walid Louisa for the European and WBC silver super lightweight titles at Nottingham's Motorpoint Arena. That one coming for you on January 25th. With the highlights of the fight we just saw between Andrii Novytskyi and Edgar Ramirez. Let's jump into the action on this one. Novytskyi came in unbeaten, 13-0, remember. Team Rampage, but there wasn't a whole bunch of rampaging going on, was there?
He started off the fight really well, a little jittery, a little maybe hyperactive in his footwork and the punch he's thrown, not throwing anything with really any authority. So it's definitely landing a bit of shots. Started off well. This round 6, the fight kind of took a turn. I think Ramirez realized, hold on, I'm right in this fight. Why am I letting this guy get up on me? And he started to throw back. And then from round 7, 8, 9, 10, it was a tough. It was a pick and fight. Sergio had it even after 8 rounds. So
how did you have it?
Yeah, I thought it just about the same. But you know, with Novytskyi, you could see the last 2 rounds. You could see the finish line. He picked it up in the last 2 rounds. But also Ramirez got extremely tired from the effort he had put in those middle rounds. So. Listen, he got the win, Novytskyi, but not overly impressive, but a lot to work on, a lot to get better and improve on.
It was for Novytskyi's WBC Intercontinental Heavyweight belt. Do you think that this was an opponent he was supposed to stop, an opponent he was supposed to beat and look better against?
Yeah, when you look at the physiques of both men and the stature of both men, you think it's, you know, a journeyman against a real prospect, but it wasn't. It was an evenly matched contest and maybe a good learning fight for him, Novytskyi.
Okay, let's get the decision. Let's head back to Thomas Schreiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Both judges, Kevin Parker and Ray Danseco, are in agreement. They both scored the same, 100-90. And Judge David Bilo-Sirkowic scores it 98-92, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still, WBC International